Or the Emu War. The Emu War.
Yeah, I know about that
I
too.
love how everybody knows about that.
All right, small talk. We already talked about school, so how's work?
I get to stab people every day, so that's always good.
Sometimes it's me.
Sometimes it is you.
To clarify, he's a phlebotomist.
Yeah, I drain.
You work
people
with
of their
flowers?
That's a florist.
blood. I drain people of their blood and then give it back after like.
Isn't that
Okay,
what they use
Dracula. You drink my blood. Ching.
Sometimes.
Got Tourette's now. Ching.
I
It's not gonna make any sense because this one's gonna come up before the other one. Come on, dude.
You gotta drop the.
Or will it?
or will it?
I'll try not
No,
to.
yeah. Today we had.
Sorry.
Gosh darn it, guys! I am just trying to record a video.
Sorry.
Every time I start to speak
We're just gonna-
about
we're
something.
Just cool. We got canceled.
Okay, good. Kobe's canceled.
All right.
Anyways, back to the whole being a phlebotomist thing. I had this guy come in today, and one of my coworkers stabbed him, right? Like poked him with a needle. Guy's arm just started like bleeding. It was totally normal. Like everything was right with the procedure, but it just started bleeding. And he's
From
like,
the needle hole?
Yeah, from
or
the needle hole.
somewhere else.
no, from the needle hole.
Okay.
I've had it
And-
like dripping down. I'm like,
Yeah.
how far is this gonna go?
But here's the thing. They asked, they're like, oh, do you want us to like do the other arm? I can try ingesting it so that it stops. He's like, no, you're totally fine. By the time the guy left, literally his entire forearm and the back of his forearm was covered. It
Just
got
soaked?
like all over his watch.
Oh.
And I was like, that sucks. Because like
Awful.
at one point you realize and you're like,
Never
I
mind,
already committed to this. Do I say something? And he never ended up saying something, so that when we went in, like,
And
disconnected
checked on
him.
later, yeah.
Yeah, it was just like all down because like
Why
the
didn't-
top you can notice, but it was like all in a straight line, and then it kind of like dripped off. The bottom we didn't realize how much was actually there, and it was like the entire back of his arm.
That's
He
gross.
gets flagged for a blood loss.
No.
That would
He didn't-
suck.
That would really suck. But no, he was fine in that aspect. But
Because like
we're
if you have a blood loss, you can't come back for like 12 weeks or
if you
something.
get two.
Dang.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, I couldn't go back because I had a false positive for hepatitis. So
How many times can you test false positive before you believe
it
it?
was twice in like 6 months.
That sounds pretty believable to me.
Or within a year. Maybe not 6 months. It was like within a year, but once from the Red
That
Cross from
sounds-
school, right? When we did the blood drive at school, right?
Put down the shovel.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop.
Here's a rope. Let me drag you out of there. Thank you. Lifeline.
Anyways,
Anyways,
this is a
bucket
great
list?
transition to what we're doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we die, right? There's
Before we
certain-
dig ourselves a hole deep
Bef-
enough where we just die
before
there.
we leave
Kick the bucket.
this planet and this earth and this life, you know, there's certain things that people want to do. People call it a bucket list, a wish list, whatever, right? So today, well, welcome back to the Boys Chat. Thank you for listening or watching or
Hi,
however
Mom.
you're consuming this. Thank you. We appreciate it.
That was very sincere of you.
Thank you. I try.
Sincere
I'm,
guy.
I'm grateful for our listeners and for our watchers and our
Spent
followers.
5
and
hours
our,
editing the last one.
yeah, I appreciate.
And
We
there's
appreciate
I
no
appreciate
special effects.
everybody. Anyways, today we're talking
Love
about
you, Mom.
today we're going to talk about bucket list items. Does anyone want to get started? Or
Have you guys seen the movie The Bucket List with Morgan Freeman in it?
I've heard of it.
It's
but
been
I
a long
haven't
time.
watched it.
Seen
So
it a
good.
long
I
time
remember
ago.
it being good, but it's like
It's
too
I
long
can't
ago.
remember it.
some
Yeah.
great one-liners in it.
Right.
So good.
It's Morgan Freeman, dude.
Oh, duh.
I wish he was just narrating my life.
Dude, same.
Like if I could have a shoulder angel and devil, Morgan Freeman or Kronk. Like it's a coin toss.
Both.
Yeah, one as
Yeah.
each.
Now,
Who's
would
who?
you want Kronk as the angel or the devil,
Devil.
or do you have two sets of them and they debate?
No, he's got a point.
Nah, they switch every time. Sometimes you got
Oh, all
Morgan
right,
Freeman
all right.
as your angel.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like he's your Bruce Almighty. You know,
Yeah.
or you got him as your devil. That'd be kind of fun.
That Morgan Freeman as a devil would be very interesting.
I can smell you.
Wrong lover.
Anyways, I know a lot of people have traveling to certain destinations as part of their bucket list. Do you guys have places you want to go on your bucket list before, whatever? Do you guys have those?
Europe, Colombia, Canada.
Colombia.
Europe's a large place. Is there
Yes,
anywhere?
backpacking in Europe? Colombia.
Oh, you want to
Canada.
backpack through the Swiss Alps? I did that once.
Do you really?
He's coming on to you.
Two truths and a lie
I'm
by
trying to
Tanner.
seduce you like you did to me last week.
Two truths and a lie by Tanner.
That'd be a good episode. There we go. Now Colby's using his
I
brain.
actually thought about it earlier before,
Nice.
but
But
Let's
any
write that down.
particular place in Europe or just
I
The whole
want to
thing.
go to Italy,
Top
Greece, and Germany. So whatever
Okay.
leads me through all of those.
I mean, those are
Very
you
far
start in
apart.
Germany, cross the Alps, get into Italy, take a boat over to Greece.
Yeah, I guess. But and Switzerland.
Hey, you'd
I
cross
also
through the
want
Alps.
to go to Sweden, but not necessarily in that trip. I want to be in Sweden.
I mean, you could
Okay.
start in Norway and Sweden, and then kind of work your way down.
the Scandinavian peninsula.
That would take a very long time to do. Maybe you'd have to do that multiple trips. But
Yeah.
that'd be
I
good.
want to go to Iceland.
Iceland would be sick.
It's been all over my Instagram, and I'm like,
Dude, I gotta show you a video. I'll send you a video of Iceland that I watched again today, and I was like, oh, I want to go so bad.
yeah.
It'd be so fun.
Either in Iceland or Canada, I don't care which. On my list, Northern Lights. I
That would be-
will
yeah.
see them before I'm
Alaska
be a
too. You can do it
great
in
one.
Alaska.
Yeah.
Alaska's on mine.
Oh,
I
for
think it'd
sure.
be sick. Certain is it Land of National Parks, something like that. Is that what they call Alaska?
I, either
That's probably Utah.
no, I think it's
No, I want to say
I think
Alaska.
it's been called as
I
that,
don't-
and
I wanna-
also like the Last Frontier.
Yeah.
right. Yeah, because
That's
space is the final. Yeah,
Yeah.
Seeing with Alaska, I want to do a big game hunt, do
that'd be fun.
a moose or a bear or something like that. And I could cross off Northern Lights too. Why is that
Right.
that's?
That'd be sick.
I'm not
You'll
a
be
big
hunting in the dark, and then all of a sudden,
moose.
Brother Barry.
You want like a
The
polar
spirits.
bear?
Dude, that would be cool, but I think that's illegal.
I'm pretty sure they're an endangered species.
Yeah.
Probably that
Yeah,
makes
they
sense.
are.
With
You know
bald
they
eagle.
have black skin.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of weird.
coat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. Coca-Cola bear.
yeah.
True.
Another big one for me, at least, is New Zealand. And I want to do the Lord of the Rings trail. Go see Hobbiton. Go
Oh
to the-
yeah.
do some nerdy stuff there. But I think that'd be way cool. Go to Auckland. That'd be sweet.
Australia would be cool just so you can go see how messed up things are. I'm gonna say this.
I want to fight a kangaroo. It's
No,
not
you-
on my list,
no,
but
you don't.
it'd be so fun. I'd get messed up.
I swear, everywhere else in the world, and maybe it's just because we're accustomed to it, but everywhere else in the world, there's normal animals. There's normal No, in Australia, there's 2 months where there's just every tree is infested with spider webs.
Right.
It's how does that?
Or
how did
the
that make
Emu
sense?
War. The Emu War.
Yeah, I know about that
I love
too.
how everybody knows about that.
So it's legendary.
But yeah, I agree. They've got some crazy
I
stuff there.
don't know how it all happened on one continent and one very far from everything else continent. Isolation. That's how. Science.
Yeah. So, have you heard of the huntsman spiders in Afghanistan, Iraq, and that area?
Mm-hmm.
They'll stand off against you. They're
They're massive.
massive.
Oh, what?
And they'll fight you.
The size of a Roomba?
Bigger.
Well, they have those in Australia too. They got massive spiders all over the place. But the ones in
Yeah.
Afghanistan will stand
Have a
up against
standoff.
you. They're
Approach
square
you.
up to you pretty much.
Oh wow.
Shoot.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you guys pretty much said a lot of the ones that I have on my list. I think Seven Wonders of the World would be cool too. Go
Yeah,
to,
that's
the
on mine.
pyramids or the Jesus Cristo statue or the
Mhm.
Christ the Redeemer statue in Rio.
In
That'd
Rio,
be
yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
It'd be there for a
Machu
day though, because
Picchu?
it's a dangerous area.
Yeah.
But
See, and
yeah,
I
Machu Picchu would be sick.
I would
Machu Picchu
love
would be
to go
awesome.
to
Yeah.
the
Most
Great
of them
Wall
I
of
don't
China.
care about, but
Yeah,
Machu
but
Picchu,
I don't know how
How
safe
easy it is to get
Stonehenge,
into
maybe
safe
China.
that is.
at least those
At
three.
least not right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
or
I've got-
Italy hit the
Seven
Colosseum.
Wonders.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, do you guys have every continent, or is that just me?
No.
I would like to, but it's if I have to slim down the list, it's not on there. I want to go
You
everywhere.
would love to be able to, but it's not priority.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I
It would be
wanna just-
awesome, and if I'm at 5, I'd be yeah, why not go to the other 2 kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
So
I want to go see the penguins in Antarctica.
And I'd
Yeah,
be at one,
same.
two,
Cool.
They have them in
three,
Argentina.
if
Yeah.
I want to go.
that'd be sick.
Because like
Australia.
the end of Argentina is just called like the tip of the world. Like
Mm-hmm.
cold.
yeah.
I don't
So-
do cold.
So another thing, at least on my list that I have, it kind of ties into it as well. It's like road trips that I want to do. You said backpacking through Europe. I think that'd be sick. I think it'd also be cool to do like a road trip around the United States, hit as many national parks as you can in like a summer, do 2-3 months.
You know
Just
what actually be
do a
cool
crazy
Epic.
loop.
is doing the entire I-15.
That would only take like a couple days, but yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
start in
that'd
San
be
Diego
cool to
and
be
go all
like,
the way
yeah,
through.
no, I drove the entire length of the I-15.
Where does it end?
So it starts and one of the ends is in
California.
like San Diego.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it ends or starts, depending on how you look at it, in Idaho.
Yeah.
I believe it goes all the way through
Yeah,
Idaho.
'cause
It,
you
well,
go
it might
through Salt
tip into
Lake and then go
Montana.
up to Idaho.
No,
Does it tip into Montana at all at the top?
look
It
at a map.
might. I'm not sure.
Because I mean, if you go to the very top of Idaho, it's not
I just know if you're on
crazy
your way
wide.
to Calgary, up in Canada,
You
you're
take
gonna pass through Montana, and if you take the Sun Road, it's a mountain pass.
Yeah, that is a great road.
Gorgeous.
That's
yeah.
so pretty.
So
Oh
that,
my
I
gosh.
want to do something like that, kind of go all over the place. And another road trip idea that I want to do is North America. Start at the very bottom, Argentina, Chile, and just go all the
That
way.
was
you mean
the
all
Americas.
of America?
All of North and South America. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Both of them. Because Ewan McGregor did that on a motorcycle. They did like a documentary.
Yeah, that's
Him and some people did it
legendary.
on like electric motorcycles though.
Oh,
And they
really?
started all the way down and went all the way up through.
That's
I think
super
I think
cool.
that'd be sick. Do something like that. I mean, that would be forever.
That'd be
That would take
a month.
that'd
2
take a
months.
while,
Yeah.
depending on how
Yeah, if you stop.
how
and-
long you
yeah.
stay in each place. But I think that'd be sick. And then again, like a Europe kind of backpacking or road trip through Europe. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See, and I want to do something similar, like do all the national parks at once, like, and do all 50 states. Like, I'm already pretty close to doing all 50 states. Like,
I'm at like 8.
I'm basically at 25.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
at-
that we talked about this.
yeah, we talked about it
couple
a
weeks
couple
ago.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm at pretty much 50%. I mean, for as much as you can see.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
think
For
that'd be,
some of
that'd
it.
be way cool.
On my list, we talked about it before, but bowling in every state.
Yeah,
I don't know how plausible that is, but it's like,
I mean, if you're going
If you're
like
going to each
places
one.
like
yeah. If you might as well.
yeah,
because like we were talking about, like it doesn't
Yeah,
doesn't
what
count if you drive
qualifies?
through it, and I'm like, does if you drive like the length of it?
Right, Kansas.
Because like, just say
not
you went
much.
into Arizona when you like
Went to
drove through the
Vegas.
gorge,
Yeah.
you know, like not
Or
really.
down the strip.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah,
yeah.
and like sitting in an airport doesn't count.
Mm-hmm.
If you leave the airport for any reason, for any period of time, I say you visited the place.
I think it would
But, like,
depend
As long
on
as
what,
you don't
though.
go to like, if you leave the airport to a McDonald's.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
Definitely.
if you
If
just
you-
leave
yeah,
the
yeah.
airport to like a hotel and back to the airport the next day, or go get food and back to the airport, it's like
But if
I
you
feel
like
like
go
they're-
do something
yeah.
in the area, then
Mhm.
so.
I think there's
That'd
a
be
big.
fun.
I think there's a big one we all missed: skydiving.
Oh yeah, that's on mine.
Yeah,
That'd be
I've
sick.
done indoor skydiving before. It's a
It's
lot.
fun.
It's fun, but I'm like, I want to go actual skydiving
Yeah.
and just experience
So
that.
there's skydive,
Moab.
Moab. I want to say there's
Mesquite.
Zion too. Mesquite, Vegas. I mean, Vegas. Hell, we got Vegas. Oh.
Bleep.
I mean, come on, we got Vegas. Like,
It's like, it's on my list, but only because it terrifies me.
See, and I'm
Like-
an adrenaline junkie. I'm like, I need to go.
I think
do
it's
it.
only on my list because it's like one of those things that everyone wants to do.
Mhm.
Because it's like if I don't do it before whenever,
kids
it's not
and
like
stuff.
it's not like a high priority. To do it would be awesome, and be
Yeah.
super fun, but at the same time, like
It's not a deathbed thing,
yeah,
but it's something up there. That
it'd be
you'd wanna
it'd be
do.
fun to do. Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it breaks top 10, 15.
Yeah.
No, I'm like
probably.
super scared of it, and so I don't ever want to not do something in life solely because I'm too afraid to do it.
Right.
So I'm like, so at some point, probably sooner rather than later, I'm gonna throw myself out of a plane, and I'm like,
Can I throw you out?
what?
Can I throw you out?
Yeah, sure. You want a tandem?
No, I just want to kick you,
All right.
double leg you out, and like follow you.
That'd be kind
No,
of fun.
you,
That'd be
you
Play-
tackle
play
them out.
tag. in
Yeah,
the
we
air.
gotta tackle you out.
Play tag in the air as you're
There was
falling.
a time where
You gotta
Yeah,
be
we all
careful
wanna
with
go.
that though, because if
You
you go too
tackled me
fast, you
into a
smack
lake
into
one
someone,
time.
True.
they're gonna die.
that was pretty gnarly.
true, but
you didn't. You
within
didn't
reason.
resist.
No.
with their consent.
That was
Are we planning a skydiving trip?
We need to
Boys
take
trip.
some time because
That-
that's expensive.
It's expensive and there's a lot of
No,
more.
it's like under
there's
$50.
I guess it depends on where you go. Yeah.
yeah,
Which is like, I mean, not inexpensive, more than bowling, but like,
less than a trip through Paris.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So another one that I have that kind of goes along with what we've been talking about is I've got a list of different places I want to take photos at because I'm big into like nature photography, and I've just seeing stuff on social media and hearing other things and seeing other people's photographs. I've collected a list. Some are a little bit more accessible than like Antelope Island, which I believe is in Utah.
Yes.
I want to go there and because it looks dope. But then other places like Fairy Tale Canyons in Iceland is going to be a little bit more harder to achieve
Yeah.
Yeah.
than
Need a
something
bigger plane ticket.
close. Like even there's even ones in like here in the United States it would be a little bit harder to achieve just because of logistics and
Yeah.
getting to them. But then like the Firefall in Yosemite.
Yosemite.
Can't say it.
Yosemite.
That one is more of a logistic, not necessarily hard to get to, but it only happens like
Technicality kinda
once a
thing.
year, and it's
Yeah.
like logistical. How difficult would it be?
Mm.
So I believe it happens every year. I could be wrong,
I think so.
but it happens right around this time. Actually, I believe it happens in like February ish, where the light is at a certain angle,
The sun
hits
hits
this
it just right.
waterfall, and like the ice is melting, and it depends on if the water's even flowing, and there's a bunch of stuff that plays into it.
Oh, true.
The ice caps or whatever, the glaciers are melting, the snow's melting off of this cliff, it falls down, the light's hitting it at just the right angle to where it looks like it's lava and fire falling off of the rock.
That's actually super cool.
So
It
it'd be
looks epic,
it'd
yeah.
be way cool to do something like that. So, but that one logistically, if you think about it, would be harder because there's only like one time. It's like you get it or you don't.
Right.
Yeah.
So and then you have to wait another however long till it comes around again. And I want to see you, at least with COVID, you had to get like a permit and kind of like lottery type style to even get into the park.
On
And
that
you can
day?
only So that would
Makes
play. I'm not
sense.
sure if they've changed that since. I know that's how it was a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So there's stuff like that plays into it. But I mean, there's I've got lists from all over the world to go do.
To go to, yeah.
So I mean, I could hit a lot of these on at least the ones in America could hit all the ones on my American list for the most part. Like going through the redwoods. You guys been to the redwood?
I have not.
Redwood National Forest, dude.
so
It
cool.
is.
I want to.
So dope.
Marca.
But the tree that you could drive through that was big enough for cars to drive through, it fell over.
I did.
A couple of years ago, it fell over with the crazy storms or something like that we had. I believe there's a second one now that's fallen over, but like the one that was like standing straight up or something like that,
The one.
like kind of one of the bigger, well-known ones fell over.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
So, but yeah, I've camped in the redwoods before, years and years ago with my family. It was awesome. So I'd
That's
want to
cool.
go back and now that I have a camera, I think it'd be sick.
Yeah.
Click.
So, what are some other ones that you guys have?
I was gonna say like moving on to more of like a financial kind of thing. Firstly, I want to own a Tesla. I just want to be able to own. Okay.
What model? What model?
Colby's so
Colby's
opinionated right now.
so disappointed.
Don't disrespect Daddy Elon.
Here's
There's
why
nothing
I want,
against him.
here's why I want to own
Love
a Tesla.
him.
Because I want to be able to like it's a nice car. It's sporty.
Oh yeah.
It looks nice. They're not Corvettes. Don't get me wrong, Colby. I know that like a Corvette or like a McLaren or something like that. I would also want a McLaren. If I could choose one car over another, McLaren over Tesla. But I want to be able to own a Tesla because I don't want to have to I want to be able to be like I'm not paying for gas.
So you're one of those guys.
I just don't want to pay for gas. Yeah.
The other thing
I'm
though
looked
with
into
it,
a leg jerk. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but also I saw this like meme. It was like comparing like the Tesla 0 to 60 to like any other car, and it was like that's like comparing like time on a grill to in the microwave. It's like I don't care. I don't want it from the microwave.
Yeah.
That being said, I'd still be down to own a Tesla.
the
Like,
thing with Tesla though is like you don't pay for gas, but you can't really get work done on it anywhere else from like Tesla or a Tesla certified person for the most part.
I get
And if you
that.
do tamper, I've heard like if you tamper
You can
too
lose
much or
warranty
something,
or
you can
whatever.
lose warranty or they'll shut it down or something like that. not sell to you or something. Like there's a on the back, and then there's special circumstances to where like if you need work done on it, you got to take it to a dealership.
Yeah.
Well, and really, where you're saving on gas, you're spending it on your electric bill. Anyways,
Here's the thing
You
though.
go to
when-
the free chargers.
no, not even that.
Is that a
I
thing?
would
free.
I would want
Free.
to have both a Tesla and solar panels on my roof.
Still, that costs
They should
money.
throw solar
No,
panels on
I know,
Tesla.
but actually, right now you
I think
can.
people did that.
People
They-
did.
they're
They
on
they
a
towed.
Prius.
No, it was I
Oh,
want to say it
people
was a
did it with
Tesla.
a Tesla?
They
They
towed
towed
a
a
trailer that had a solar panel on it that was plugged into the car somehow, and they made it so where it could drive. Because I want to say if it's plugged in, there's something to where it doesn't let you drive. Or they
There's
somehow
something with
worked around it, and they like took it.
The
across
other
the
thing
country.
that you can do is you can drive like a truck towing a Tesla, and it will gain
It
like
charge
a
the battery.
fourth of the mileage that you drive, kind of thing.
Oh, just
So-
from the wheel spinning?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
and
kinetic
the
energy.
gas mileage that you lose towing it is actually less than the mileage that you gain driving the Tesla. So like if you're road tripping and
you just tow it, and
yeah, you tow the Tesla around and then you get to your destination, you drive the Tesla until you're out of
juice.
gas or energy.
Go juice.
Go juice, yes. Then you're actually saving money on gas and on everything because it's more efficient
I
that
saw
way.
this guy with a little jerry can and a generator in his trunk to charge his Tesla.
That's awesome.
Still running on gas, baby.
Oil is king.
Always will. But that's just one of mine. Another one of mine is I want to own a vacation home or like some kind of
Like a short-term rental.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Either
Cabin
that-
in Bear Lake. Yo, Kara's family, they get like season tickets, like lift tickets to the mountain ride at Bryant, or not, like Beaver Mountain, right next to Bear Lake. So like, we spend winters up there skiing and snowboarding.
Beaver?
That's what the resort's called.
Oh, I was
yeah.
like,
It's-
Beaver's not near Bear Lake.
Yeah, no,
No,
that
it's-
threw me off every time. She's like,
Okay.
"Yeah, we'd always get tickets to Beaver." I was like, "So at
So
Eagle
you
Point?"
drive like 7 hours.
I was like, "So
then
Eagle Point?"
Bear
But yeah, and that's like right next to Bear Lake, and then like my family, any summer like family reunions has always been up there. So I'm just like
that'd be sweet.
get a cabin up there. Buying the land would suck,
Yeah.
but like summer, winter, that would still be
that'd
so
be-
baller.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Honestly, getting a big one too.
Oh yeah,
Like multiple floors,
Mhm.
big space, sleeps a ton of people. Because then one, your family can stay there, and you've got plenty of space for
And
them.
you
But
can
then also
Airbnb it
like,
out.
yeah, Airbnb it out to larger people, and then you can charge more because it is a bigger place.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you'd have like the pool table and like whatever else.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah, that sounds so sick.
Either that or just like
Or
a
Tahoe.
rental home that
Right.
I don't know.
Own real estate property.
Yeah, I want to
I've
own
got
real
that too.
estate.
I want to
think
do
we
that. I think it'd
all-
be sick.
Yeah,
I think we all have that.
Dude,
I-
let's go in on a fourplex or a duplex.
All right.
let's go in on a
Potentially,
Raising Cane's
maybe.
in St. George.
They were supposed to build one a while back, and then it never happened.
See, that's tricky though because Raising Cane's typically hires or franchisees
Within.
from within the organization, and they own corporate owns like
Gotta go
90,
deep cover.
95%
You got to take
one for the
team, Darren.
the
Go
the
work at
franchise
Canes for
locations
15
now.
years, then we'll go
Work
there.
my way up.
Well, and with Canes too, isn't it like areas are sold to like certain
That-
owners? So like certain
yeah.
owners have
That's
I
how
think so.
the
Chick-fil-A
South-
is around
That's how
here.
Chick-fil-A
Yeah.
and Dutch Bros is, and I want to say Crumble's not, but there's some stuff going on with
Yeah.
Crumble that we don't want to get into.
Yeah, that's different.
But
I don't know. I just think that would take off around
oh, for
here.
sure, for
I
sure,
definitely
everyone,
would.
people love their chicken.
Everyone I've talked to here in St. George has said they like Canes. Actually, there has been one person who has not.
My wife.
My wife.
Well, everybody will.
Whoa!
I think everybody will go
the
to
foreigners.
Canes at least once or twice.
Well,
like-
people,
No, yeah, people
the
will
college
definitely
kids
try
will love
to.
it because it's open late, right?
It
They typically have them open
kills
late.
in Provo.
Oh,
It
Provo
kills in
dominates.
Provo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fri-
it's actually
Friday,
really good.
Saturday night, you cannot get in there. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, it's
pushing and
nuts.
shoving and
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would go crazy here because a lot of like the university here, a lot of the people are from Vegas. Clark County, Nevada is one of our big locations that we pull from.
Yeah.
And there's there's
Six.
however many Canes in
There's like
the
six.
Las Vegas metropolitan area, so they would love it. So
I think one of mine, I've got like two more. One of them is just with lacrosse before I end.
Have a shutout.
Never had a shutout game. Yeah,
Oh, that'd be sick.
I thought you were going coast to coast. I thought that was.
He's done that before.
I mean,
I've done that.
he's done that.
in a not very competitive
Yeah,
setting.
Yeah.
a collegiate coast to coast. Woo! That's probably on the list too.
Steel would kill you, but
No,
he said
here's the thing, he'd
told
be
me
fine
to
with
give-
that.
He gave me the green light. Any game.
Nice.
He's
Do
like,
it.
any game this season, green
Do it.
light. So I was like, I'm
Nice.
gonna get wrecked.
It's like I'm gonna
Yeah.
get put on my butt.
Oh,
Like
And
that
then-
one goalie senior year. Oh no, junior. It was junior year.
wasn't it you two that sandwiched him?
No. This was different. It was junior year. It was the first game we ever played at the tournament over at the Sullivan Soccer Park. I remember
yeah.
it was the game. It snowed
We
right
didn't-
after.
We didn't play junior year.
Was
Oh,
that-
your
is
junior
My
year.
junior
yes.
year. My
Yeah,
junior
yeah.
year.
was that the year that Tommy fell over?
Yeah.
Yeah. That
yeah.
game. I want to say it was that game,
Probably
or
was.
maybe it was the next day. A goalie comes running over, and I remember I'm sitting there just because I'm the slide guy. I'm just waiting
Yeah.
for you, and then you just kill him. As soon as he steps over the line, I book it at him, right, and he throws it. I'm a few feet away from him. Boom, he's on his back.
Yeah.
I run back to the hole. We keep playing for 30 seconds, maybe a minute, and then they blow the whistle and put me in the box. I'm like, what the heck? What's the late call? Because they blew it, and I stopped. I'm like, what happened? I was like, who did something wrong? and they called me.
Something wrong. No, they're always gonna take care of the goalies.
Yeah.
But it was like so much later. That was what bothered me. Was it was such a late call.
Yeah.
So
This last tournament, I came out of my crease when I should not have. Oh my, should have stayed in it. Ran out trying to hit this guy because I had already laid out one or two people that tournament, and I was
Right.
just feeling good, you know.
Yeah.
Went out to hit him. Buddy was moving like a freight train. I was so glad there wasn't film on this game. I went to hit him. I swear I spun in the air. I was like, woo, 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 woo. Got wrecked. He scored. Like, no shot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No one dove in front.
No.
Nobody's like that.
Yeah. I was the only one back. That's why I was sliding.
Oh, makes sense.
That's why he went.
Yeah.
coast to coast surf shutout. That's cool.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
That's good ones.
And then the last one, I need to learn how to surf before I can do this. I've tried twice.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. The California
tunnel.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be able to surf and ski.
In the same day.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
That would
Oh,
be
you
so
like surf in the south, drive up
Uh huh.
northern.
And then just,
Because like
Oh,
within like an hour and a half of LA, like drive time, which depending on time of day, because it's LA, you can take hour and a half to move 5 miles.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like you can get up to like Mammoth, I think is the close. No,
Yeah.
there's a closer one. That's the best one
Whatever
in the
it
area.
is.
But yeah, you can like wetsuit surf in the wintertime and then like get up there and ski like later that day.
I saw one thing that
That'd
you
be
can
pretty
add
cool.
to it though is then you drive back south and you can have a nice sunset dinner in the desert or something like that. Somewhere nice, not like Barstow. But like you can surf early in the morning,
Baker.
hit the slopes and then pop back down for a nice dinner that evening all in one day.
Yeah, so that's on my list.
Nice. What about you, Colby? You got a couple more?
probably my biggest one, and I don't know how you guys feel about this or anybody feels about this, but in my lifetime, I want to be able to make $1 million.
I'm the same.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm the same.
I
Like have $1 million
In your
bank
account?
like in my account that I've made
Yeah.
within the same year. Like I've made
Oh, in 1
In
year.
one
like
year.
made
Turn
like
$1
seven
million.
figures in 1 year
Okay.
That'd
and
be
like
dope.
hit that.
That'd be sick.
I would. Yeah, that would be awesome.
I mean, like, granted, I'm like, that's years and years, and I don't even know if I can hit that. I want to hit that, but I don't know I can hit that in my lifetime. Like,
With inflation,
Oh, for
there's
sure
a
you can.
chance.
For sure you can.
I mean, within reason like that. Like,
Yeah.
if it's like inflation's like through the roof and whatever, and like $1 million
it doesn't
gets you a
count.
loaf of bread, like,
yeah. But at
Yeah.
that time, then it's like, oh, I want to make $1 trillion
Trillion
or
dollars.
something.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
the,
But, like-
the relativity changes.
and granted,
Yeah.
like once I do that, then it's like, okay, let's go on to 5 million. Like, let's.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they say your first million's the hardest or something like that. Or your
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
1 or
First-
2
Because
million's
then
the
you can
hardest.
reinvest it in everything, and your
Yeah.
money works
Well,
for
not
you.
just that.
That's-
It's once you hit $1 million, you know how to get there.
Yeah.
So then it's easy to do it again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That kind of ties along to my last one, which is just be a partial owner of a business, partial or full owner of a business. I wanted to like do therapy, like psychology and that kind of stuff, and I wanted to own my own
Practice.
That'd be cool.
With nursing, that's not really the same thing. I'm not really going to own my own hospital.
That's true.
You
You
could
could
be
have
CA.
you could have a clinic.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
There's different things you can do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I want to be a partial owner or owner of some kind of business
That'd be cool.
by the time I die.
Yeah.
Whether it has to do with my career or not, like just like some side thing.
Right.
I think we're all looking to like passive income in some ways, right?
Yeah.
Like real estate, for sure. I think that's on all of our like
Right.
Yeah.
horizons. But then
Yeah.
like, yeah, with businesses and whatever else, like that's how you get to the $1 million.
Yeah.
Because you are not going to be able to go and work and earn yourself $1 million. Like,
Yeah.
you have to have your money working while you sleep.
Yeah,
Unless
unless you
you're
go
an
to school for
anesthesiologist.
anesthesiologists, or oral surgeons, neurosurgeons. Like unless
mean-
you're doing something that you go to school for
Where
a
it's
decade
nuts,
for,
yeah.
Well,
on top of
And
high
you have
school.
like debt upon debt to get you there.
Yeah,
Anyways,
that's
so
true.
it's like it balances out. Like the older you get, the more you get on the positive side of it. But I mean,
I remember the time my dad told me he was finally debt free from college. I was like, just barely?
yeah, it's nuts.
It was crazy.
Well,
It's nuts.
my grandma, within the last 10 years or something like that, I remember being told that she paid off her house. Like she didn't have a mortgage anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, so that means grandma's paying for the Disney trip, yeah? But yeah, and years and years and years, and they finally paid it off. And I was like, well, I was younger at the time. I didn't know how big of a deal that was. But, oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Congrats.
you
Yeah.
know, but
No,
Good job,
that's
Grandma.
wild.
Now thinking about it, it's
getting
like, that's-
yourself out
that's
of that, out of a
crazy.
loan, out of like
so,
anything.
and she lives in Southern California, and so now the house is worth, I don't even know how much.
Yeah.
So
a lot more than she bought it
there's
for.
townhomes down the road from her that go for 500,000-600,000. So
Yeah.
Well, I think that's another one probably that we all probably share is owning our own home. Like
Yeah,
straight
for
out
sure.
free and clear.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
It sounds cocky or like weird, but that's not a bucket list for me. That's like a fact.
That's
I
more
am-
of a goal.
Not gonna happen.
That
at
is
some
what I'm
point,
doing.
I will have my own home.
Yeah.
right.
So
Same with real estate though, like that's or like business or earning $1 million. Like yeah, it seems like a bucket list, but for me at least, I want to take that from the bucket list to where it's this is
Active.
a big goal that I hope to achieve one day to where
I'm right
I
here.
am going to achieve it.
Yeah.
Right.
And these are the steps I'm going to take to
Like
get there.
I enjoy living in my home debt free. I enjoy making $1 million+ a year. I enjoy doing whatever it is. Right.
Sounds like he's like manifesting right now.
Yeah,
I was like,
exactly.
ooh,
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
The
the
goosebumps.
Tie it back in.
So, did you have any others, Colby?
Oh, I think I hit all of mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, just to kind of wrap up, I had a couple more quick ones go along with, own a business, stuff like that. And kind of like photo video related, I want to make a full length movie. I think that'd be sick
That'd be
to do
a
one
lot-
day.
That'd be really cool.
It would
be
be
cool.
really expensive. It would be really hard, but like, and what I mean full length is like 90
90
minutes, give or take.
Yeah.
I also want to have like short films go into festivals. Winning would be awesome, but even like getting into Doc Utah would be sick.
Yeah.
Making a documentary or something like that, short film would be amazing to do. So, and then last one to finish it off. This is kind of one that me and Logan have.
On a lightsaber.
I already have one of those.
Real
Like
one.
a real one.
That'd be sick. That'd be sick. No. Me and Logan during the pandemic, right, when we were at home all day bored, we started coming up with like, how can we make money?
Like
Stuff like
the
that.
ranch?
We talked about like starting a YouTube, stuff like that, making money, and then we started going through the alphabet and listing businesses that we could make from every letter, and it'd be Davis, whatever, right? The one that we always went back to was the Davis Ranchers. And we'd call it the DR, right? So we came up with this whole idea where we'd run cattle, we'd have livestock, we'd do all this stuff, and then our
Did
sisters.
he name it this before he went to the DR?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And so all this stuff where the guys would take care of like the actual like the hard manual labor, stuff like that, and the girls would handle like a dude ranch where we'd have cabins where people would come and stay and stuff like that. And so we'd have that for a long time. So we had a picture up because we shared a room for forever, right? And so Sid got a bunch of picture frames from the DI. And there was one where there's two old guys on horses in it, and we're like, you can't take that picture, you gotta hang it up, all this other stuff. And so she hung it up in our room, I don't know how much later, and then there was this, Logan put a sticky note underneath and wrote us one day and stuck it underneath the picture. The sticky note has gone who knows where. We've had family stay since then, so
Yeah.
I'm sure one of the little cousins knocked it, but the picture's still there. And so one day we're gonna own a ranch.
DR.
So, but yeah, anyone else have any last minute ones or?
I think we went through mine.
I
Yeah.
think we're good.
Yeah, all
Just
right,
need to
I'm
get-
ready to die.
kick the bucket now.
Yep.
yeah.
Ding.
So, well, cool. Thank you guys for listening. See you guys next week. Bye.
Adios.
See ya.